Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Wata Data with me, Josh the Scientist Phillips. I'm going to give you a preview of round 2 of the 2024 boat series. So round 2, which will be held this Sunday, the 9th of June, we'll be heading down to Mandurah, which is a renowned big brim venue. The briefings and one of the launch options will be at the Mandurah Offshore Fishing and Sailing Club. So all the details you need to know. Well, we've already got a 2-week pre-fish ban in place since midnight on the 26th of May. This Thursday evening, 6th of June, keep an eye out on the WADA social feeds. From 5:30 p.m, there'll be a live stream for the draw of the starting positions. On the day, please check in at the Mandurah Offshore Fishing and Sailing Club from 5:30 a.m. Please make sure you do get there nice and early. The briefing will commence at 6 a.m. sharp, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of information to get through in that particular briefing. The event times will be from 7:15 a.m. to 2:15 p.m. with 4 fish bag limits in place. Subject to availability, there will be a trailering option around to the Murray Bend boat ramp. So make sure you're there at the briefing, please, at 6 a.m. sharp to find out all of the details that you need to know. Please come prepared for some wet and wild conditions this Sunday. We have a strong cold front coming through with winds expected to exceed 50 kilometres an hour by Sunday afternoon. Plenty of rainfall coming through with this front as well. So please make sure you do come very well prepared with all your wet weather gear. There is a midday high tide. Of course, because of the front coming through, that tide will no doubt surge as well. Tide times shown here are for the mouth, so please remember that there will be roughly a 1 to 1.5 hour delay for the tributaries. Mandurah is known as a big brim venue, and this is what I mean by that. You can see here on the far left, that is the range of big brim weighed in Mandurah events. Now, the average winning big brim in Mandurah is a whopping 1.26 kilograms, and the biggest big brim weighed in a WADA event was weighed in Mandurah, which was a 1.69 kilogram monster, which was captured by Paddy Gill and Paul Coyne in May 2021. Now, these particular weather conditions that we're expecting on Sunday are the prime conditions for big brim in Mandurah. So I would expect to see at least one, if not more, fish over that 1.2 kilo mark weighed in at this Sunday's event. Not only does Mandurah serve up the biggest of the big brim, the average fish weights in Mandurah are generally large, head and shoulders above the rest of the fisheries that form part of the WADA tournament series. We've got average fish weights of 580 grams, and the largest ever average fish weight in a tournament was in Mandurah of 1.14 kilos. So that is a whopping bag of 4.56 kilograms. Now, this is the spread of results in Mandurah over the years. You can see the bag that I referred to with an average fish weight of 1.14 kilos was in June 2019. But there's been plenty of other big bags weighed in since then as well. I'll draw your attention to June 22, where we had Dave Eccleston and Paul Furlong weighing in an average fish weight of 918 grams. And more recently, in last year, there were average fish weights of 883 grams. So these are very large bags, and I would not be surprised if this Sunday we see at least one bag brought to the scales over 4 kilos. So let's take a look at the boat power rankings. At the top of the table, we've got Alex Griesdorf and Ben Oakes, followed by myself and Travis, Jenny and Joe Gardner, Kim McIntyre, Paul Furlong, Pete de Groot, who I understand is sitting out this round, and Ben Scott. Now, this is the subset of power rankings for Mandurah boats. And again, we've got Alex Griesdorf and Ben Oakes at the top of the table here. Alex is a local. He loves fishing this system under these sort of blustery winter conditions. So goes into this round as the odds-on favourite. We've got Mitch Clements and Mitch Vane in third and fourth. Now, those guys have had some excellent results, including a couple of podiums in the last few years. So are certainly in with a chance. Joe and Jenny Gardner, they're always hot contenders. They haven't won a boat round at Mandurah. However, Joe has won multiple kayak rounds, and he's always a threat at this venue. We've got Paul Furlong sitting there in 7th spot. Now, he managed to win a round here in June 2022 with his teammate, Dave Eccleston. He'll be giving it a red hot crack this weekend, no doubt. Then we've got Kim McIntyre, Tom Schulling, and Ben Poutney. Will it be any of these anglers, or will there be a dark horse this weekend? We've certainly seen a couple of those surprise wins over the years, not to mention the fantastic win by Colin Peasy and Ben Huff a couple of years ago. They weighed in a cracking bag, and that was under similar conditions as well. So it could be anybody's on the day. It's going to be really wild, wet weather, so please come prepared. I look forward to seeing you all there. I can't wait to see a 4-kilo bag weighed in on Sunday. Please tune in on the WATA live stream around 2:30 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. I'll see you all there. Bye-bye for now.